Hello everyone, I'm Melinda NailFanatic with Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this is our April 2018 Love and Romance readings that I got guided to do for us this month. And I forgot to pull this box out because I'm going to be using mostly these two decks of cards for our reading today. So I wanted to show you what they are because a lot of you like to know. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'll also be using my own custom Words of Clarity deck that you see in our daily readings. And I am recording this on April the 5th, 2018. So I know some days of April have started, and I feel like that's going to prove to be advantageous in the reading because some of you have started developing some situations, and now there are new questions in those situations because there's some new developments. So what I've done was I took my Barbary Zodiac Oracle cards and I put them in order of which videos have had the most watches from the April 2018 Zodiac readings. So go watch those. If you haven't watched your Sun, Moon, Rising, Northern Node, go watch those videos. They're available on my channel. There's a playlist for the April 2018 Zodiac Tarot readings. And today I'm going to do all 12 signs, and I'm going to use the decks that I've shown. I also want to ask and thank right now in advance whoever is going to be with me throughout this. We're going to do one sign after the other sign. Please write down the timestamps for me. If you would do that for me, I'll be eternally grateful, and so will your brothers and sisters of humanity who want to skip straight to their video. I do encourage you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Northern Node, and especially your Venus, because this is a love and romance reading. I feel like the Rising sign and the Venus sign will be the most resonant throughout these videos. So I look forward to reading your comments about your experiences. And with all that being said and done, I put these all in order, like I said, of which videos already have the most views. So we're going to start with the sign of Scorpio. So let's see, what's the word of clarity for Scorpio regarding love and romance? First off, before I do that, let me just do this, okay? Thank you, love source God, for allowing me to receive and deliver the divine tarot and channeled messages with accuracy, truth, and clarity regarding the day-to-day experiences in love and romance, regarding their hearts pulling in their life's experience, regarding their romantic relationships during the time of April 2018, and for all of the 12 zodiac signs. As we skip to each sign, Lord Source God, thank you for giving me the messages and the experiences that they need to hear the most, the things that will be relevant to them and assist them for their highest, lightest, and brightest good, because we know that love and romance is so important a role it plays during our life, and it has the energy when we come together with somebody that is truly for our highest and lightest, brightest good. We're either going to learn a lot, or we're going to produce a lot of beautiful energy, or both. And so we look forward to receiving these messages, and thank you. Amen. Now I can get into Scorpio. What are the messages for Scorpio? Scorpio. Okay. One more. Okay, here we go. We have overstanding coming out for Scorpio. You have an overstanding of a situation, and it's different than it has been in the past. You're starting to see how things and why things are happening. Deception. You may have been deceptive in the past, or you may have been deceiving yourself. You may have been just holding cards to yourself. You may have been keeping information to yourself. So let's see what's the general energy in your love life right now, Scorpio, in your romantic love life. Not with family members, not with friends and children and stuff, but with romantic interests. We're specifically looking at romantic interests in this. So I'm going to just pull one card from this to get the main energy of the day for you for April. Okay, we have the Queen of Chalices coming out. The Queen of Chalices, she is the Queen of Cups. And since you are a water sign, some of you are very much in your own, radiating your own energy. You're very much focused on yourself. But for others of you, this is going to play out a lot more in putting out that love and nurturing energy, and also being very psychically in tune with what's going on in your days right now. Oh, look at that. And the Queen of Swords. So some of you water sign Scorpio peoples out there is really looking at a air sign person or dealing with an air sign person. You may be getting to know somebody new who is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You may be reconnecting with somebody who's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But there is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy on the table for you, Scorpio, through this King of Swords. Let's see how those hearts fall. Okay. So, I want to see quickly. These cards are very different than, even the artwork is very different than the general tarot deck, and they are focused on love. And so I'm going to just read briefly that the book says that the Queen of Chalices is femininity and help, a woman gifted with great femininity, a devoted companion, the maternal, who's very maternal with children and affectionate with other friends, seductive with her lover, and a bearer of joyful events. So some of you are really calling out for this type of woman, but you know what? My audience, I was just checking my demographics. My audience is 98% women. So I feel like that's how you're radiating right now. And if you've been dealing with this King of Swords person, I feel like he's a little bit standoffish. He kind of keeps to himself a little bit, and but you love him. You love him, you love him, you love him, and I feel like you just keep looking for more reasons to love him, and keep on just radiating that love energy towards him. Let's see what is going on. I'm seriously thinking of making this channel for women only because I have a 98% women demographic, but I would not want to exclude any men. And then with the gender fluidity we have today, oh my goodness, yeah, no, we'll just leave it like it is, and we attract who we attract that I can relate for Scorpio viewers for April 2018. Let's just God. We have the Lovers, and I'm picking up on interracial relationships with that Lovers card, because you know there is some the darker person and the lighter person there, and also that there is great force being added into, so that there's a coming together with somebody. There's a divine partnership. Somebody is there with the Lovers. We have the Star coming out. Is it an Aquarius person you're dealing with, or are you just being guided? Then we have the Four of Swords. What are you thinking about? You're thinking about taking the sword in your hand. You're thinking about the win with the Ace of Pentacles. And we have a bonus card with the Five of Swords, which is walking away from certain challenge and conflict. Okay, and then we have the Hangman, who is staring at the universe, and actually, while I'm suspended in this period, discussing with a couple of other people about situations. In the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. So what I get here is, you know, the Ten of Wands letting us know that there is an ending coming in. And I see a story here where you were really just holding off in a single way, and you're like, I have these different people coming to me, but you know what? If it's in a conflict, and I feel like for somebody there was literally two different people that you entertained the possibility of, and it just didn't vibe and gel well. So you chose to literally let those people walk away, or you walked away from them. You focused on your pentacles. You focused on your intuition, on your truth, and you gave yourself time to, you're giving yourself time to rest and recuperate. Some of you are still dealing with this right now, you know. This is a reading for now, so some of you have two different people that you're entertaining the option of, but you're gonna, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna decide, you know, these two people are not actually, and you're gonna decide it twice. That's why this is being bonus. These people are in conflict with who I really am, how I want my physical world to look, where my plans and goals are. So let me just get back to myself and rest and recuperate and trust in my blessed state. Trust in the fact that I am being guided in this whole situation. And you're absolutely right. And what are you being guided to? You are being guided, for some of you, to a Gemini. For others of you, you're being guided to that divine partnership. And then I have the rune coming out of, this is Ansu's And this is about wisdom. So this rune that's coming out for you today is letting me know that you know just what you're doing. So keep trusting in the wisdom of the universe guiding you. Yeah, keep trusting that you can make the right decisions, and you are making the wise decisions for yourself, because that's working out well for you, Scorpio. And you are at the end of a journey. So what you're looking for, I feel like come the end of April, a lot of you are going to be meeting somebody who, for some of you, it may be an Aquarius, yeah? But we also have, this is air sign energy and this is earth sign energy. So for some of you, you actually walked away from an earth sign person and an air sign person, but there comes an Aquarius person that you actually vibe very well with. You're feeling very drawn to that person. And you're going to actually begin a new journey with this person. So, all right. So those are the messages for Scorpio. And the next sign we're going to work with is Aquarius. And I'm going to pick these up. We're going to put everything back together. All right. So now for the sign of Aquarius. We're going to do the cards in the same order again, but we got to give some shuffles. Mix some things up. So what are the messages for Aquarius for April 2018? Yeah, I feel like some of those Scorpios, you were keeping some things to yourself. Maybe you didn't even tell those people that you were going to not deal with them anymore. Maybe you just ghosted yourself on them and you're just like, okay, that's not working. So let's see, what is the messages for Aquarius? I'll subscribe. What is the words of clarity for Aquarius for April 2018 regarding the romantic love life? What is the romantic love life message for them? There it is. Oh, look at that, 9/11. We just came out with this today during the daily. This is letting you know to bring in the new. You got to let go of the old. Stop accepting the old. Stop focusing upon the old in order to bring in the new. We're going to move these guys back here. Oh, they're too heavy. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. I feel like the little dinosaur in Meet the Robinsons. I didn't think this all the way through. Okay. All right. The bottom of the deck. Investing. So, Aquarius, I do feel the energy here that you've been really investing in your new beginning. You've been building up to this new beginning. Ooh, this might be a good idea. Oh, okay, that works for me. So, building up to this new beginning, and how have you been doing that? By stop focusing on the old stuff and the old cycles. You have the cancer of the mouth of speaking about every old relationship and what went wrong with it. At some point, you were, as a master learner, you began to be taught in a masterful way to stop talking about that old stuff. Stop going there and let the new stuff, because you learned that the secret to building a new future is let go of the old and just don't go there no more and continue to build on the new. And so you stopped with all of that talk about every bad thing that ever happened in every bad relationship. And you just began talking about what you love, what you want more of, what you appreciate, what you like in your life. And what happens as a side effect, you begin to embrace more. And so now you've actually gotten so good at doing that you're actually helping your friends. You're teaching others how to do what you've been doing. And so I feel like we're going to have some new things coming in regards to romantic love for you. I'm just going to shuffle this one more time before I pick a card out for you, Aquarius, okay? Here we go. Here's your card. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's letting you know, like I said, new things coming in for you. Shifts, major shifts in regards to your fortune in love. And the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Aquarius, you are not an earth sign. So some of you have actually chosen to end a relationship with a earth sign person. And others of you are just seeing good things coming about during the time of Taurus, which is at the end of April to the end of May. You're going to be experiencing some major shifts, some letting go of things and some bringing in of new things. And I said that that was coming, and that's exactly what that 9/11 card over there is talking about, letting go of the old to bring in the new. And so let me go to this little book and just see what it says about this Wheel of Fortune in this deck, because it is different a little bit. It says fortune and happiness, opportunities to be grasped, beginning of an improved emotional, social, or family life, meetings with old acquaintances with whom a new love may blossom, and lucky surprises. So those are some messages. Let's see what is going on with the tarot. I feel like overall during April, you're going to be feeling lucky in love. I feel like if you have a very grounded mentality to how you approach love, in other words, grounded in your own truth. And in this King of Pentacles card here, he is staring at a mirror. So he understands that in every relationship, and this is where you're at right now, Aquarius, in every relationship, people are reflecting back to you that what you are. And so when you get irritated with somebody, the irritation is an emotion that is built from within you. How is it that you are allowing a situation that is brought up by an external person to cause you to feel irritated? You're the reason the emotion is generated. The other person doesn't generate your emotion. The other person presents their self, and you respond emotionally according to your choosing. And so it's interesting, because when you get into the game of life and you really begin to look at that, it's going to cause you to self-reflect in your decisions with everyone. And so I feel like when you really get the gist of how somebody's reflecting to you something that is not necessarily pleasant, it's going to cause you to make some changes, and you will bring an end to certain relationships once you get the understanding of exactly what they're bringing to you, and the fact that, oh, I get this lesson now. I don't need to continue to play that part of the game. I'm ready for the next level. And this is totally a leveling up. I like the phrase leveling up. And the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune is definitely a leveling up, because it's changing the circumstances to match who you are now, to bring you into your current life purpose. And it's also, the ending of karmic stuff. And the 9/11, it says karmic master on it, because that's what the master number 11 is about. And 9 plus 1 plus 1 brings us back to 11 anyways. So either way, that 9/11 is karmic master. So here we have the karmic mastery coming in for you, Aquarius. And so we have the King of Wands on the back side. Then we have the Knight of Cups being offered. Yeah. And we have the Devil. Then we have the 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords as our 7 cards. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom. And one thing that I kept getting as I was looking at this is there's a whole lot of nightlife energy going on for you, Aquarius. You staying up late nights, doing a lot of late night activities, getting out in the evenings, making yourself more available in the evening than during the day lately, because I see a lot of nightlife going on here. I feel like during the daytime you're busy loving yourself, and in the nighttime you're out there getting to know people. I feel like during the beginning of April there is big change coming in for you, and you will be out one night and you will meet somebody who brings up the vibration in you of more self-love. Because certain people, when you get together with them, that you raise your vibration so much by being around them. It's the side effect of the energy. When you're around high vibration people, you feel more high vibration yourself. And with all of that, there's a walking away from all of those things that didn't serve you. You actually are breaking through old karmic cycles. Yeah, breaking through old cycles with this devil's back to you. You've gotten past the devil in your life. You've gotten past going back to the same relationship. I feel like for somebody, Aquarius, an old relationship coming up for you, coming coming up from you, and you just got past it. And so you say, I'm going to go, I'm not going back into this old situation no more. And you bring all that to an end. For somebody, there's somebody you brought a relationship to an end with, and that person came back to you. You turned your back on them, and you just said, I can't do this no more. I'm not even looking your direction no more. I'm looking to somebody that actually matches my soul. And every time you keep saying that to the universe, you bringing it in. But I really feel like you're going to either get some strong signs, and somebody, it's going to be a Scorpio. That eagle is showing itself to me as a Scorpio there. For somebody, there's going to be a Scorpio person that this Aquarius is going to really vibe with coming in this month. So I do feel like for you, go ahead and be willing to get out. Don't always need your friends to get you out, but be willing to get out in the evenings. Go experience life around other grown folks if you're ready to welcome in this romantic love. If you're not ready to welcome in romantic love, then why are you watching the video right now? Because this is all about romantic love, guys. This is for those that want romantic love in their life. But notice the bright spot in all of this. If you step back, the only thing you see is this. And what is that? That's the Ace of Cups. Focus on loving yourself, filling your own love up and overflowing it until it trickles down and reaches the rest of the world. But keeping yourself up on your pedestal, keeping your vibration up, keeping your focus up to what works for you right now, okay? Let me see what rune wants to come out for the Aquarius. We have for you, this is the rune of, oh my gosh, Othila. And this one is about prosperity. So I feel like this is you checking in with your own sense of self-worth. You know, oh yeah, I see it strong now. Your self-worth is what made you not bring in, for some of you, it's a Capricorn you turned your back to. But you are getting past whatever was that old repetitive cycle because you found your own self-worth and gave that more attention than what you had in the past. And you say, I'm not going to continue to go down that path anymore. I just can't do that no more because I am worthy, deserving of somebody that treats me better than that. That person that you walked away from, their Aquarius, that person was very manipulative. They were deceptive. They were not loving and kind and nurturing. And you say, but I deserve loving and kind and nurturing. I am a loving and kind and nurturing person, and I deserve that type of love in my life. And so you walked away from all that so you can welcome in the kind and love and nurturing. And you say, even if there's no one else to give me the kind and love and nurturing, then I will give it to myself. So let's see, what is the messages now for Libra, love source God? What are the messages for Libra and romantic love for April 2018? You have conclusion coming out of the deck. And the bottom of the deck is a woman in meditation. That's awesome. So I feel like through your meditative practice right now, Libra, you're going to receive some divine downloads that help you make some important conclusions. And I feel like you actually are radiating an energy that's bringing in old partnerships to bring a conclusion to you. So I feel like some of you are hearing from old lovers. You've been hearing from old lovers and they just want to see how you're doing, and they just want to connect with you, and you bumping into certain folks and you say, oh yeah, I did really want you at one point in time, but you're just not in my mind, and it's nice to see you, and I'm glad you're doing well. See you around. And you're like not really down. You're not getting down with this person no more. You say, this isn't working for me. You say, there's something else for me. And so any old lovers that are coming in right now, I do feel like that's coming in for you to conclude those cycles and really just let those go with all this new energy coming in for us right now. There's new things for you to see and do and experience, okay? The card coming out for you is the bonus card. And I heard that I needed to cut them and let it away. Okay, here we go. The Two of Pentacles. So here we have somebody who is there's two people here, and they look identical. And identical and pentacle rhymes, doesn't it? The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. And look at here, what do we have? Two people. The man is giving the woman a pentacle. So Libra, I feel like we have a matched set coming up for you during April 2018. I feel like in this matched set, it will be one where you as a feminine energy, being again 98% female viewers, you as a feminine energy being more receptive and being allowed to be receptive in this relationship, receiving from the masculine party who is allowed to be the masculine provider, giver in this relationship. The one who imparts being the imparter, the one who receives being the receiver. So what does that mean? That means everybody is playing their role in their nature. Not to say that gender roles are all that, but I'm just saying you have a natural role, a natural life purpose. And I feel like with this coupling that is coming up in love and romance, either if you've been together for a while, I feel like you've been together for so long that there's just this natural flow between you. I feel like, and you know, each party is really living up to their obligation in the relationship. But I also feel like a new relationship for somebody where you're like, oh my God, you actually are just like me. And I feel like we've been drawn to this place together. I feel like it's a mutually beneficial relationship. I should go ahead and get started in this. So let's see, what is a tarot message now coming out for Libra for April 2018 in love and romance? Luster Sky with accuracy, truth, and clarity. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Empress. Oh man, I'm getting a low power on the phone. I have to go grab a charger in a second here, guys. Okay, so 10 of Cups, the Empress, and then the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Star card, and Strength. The bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups. So this person here with the 5 of Cups, where you've been is saying goodbye to all the old stuff of the past. Some of you really were focused on old relationships, how they didn't work out, why they didn't work out. That was a big point of focus for some of you. And as you withdrew your attention from that, then you walk into April with a different mindset. You walked into April saying, okay, yeah, I could give attention to what didn't work out before and what's not worked out and why and all of that. But at some point you decided to say, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to look at what love I do have, what possibilities and opportunities are available for me right now, where I stand, and even as a side effect of where I've been. And so as you've chosen to switch your point of attention in that way, what happens? You have the strength to get through whatever confronts you. There's nothing that can confront you. So I do feel like some of you had to heal over old relationship stuff that you didn't even, somebody didn't even realize that this old relationship was still on your mind. You didn't even notice that it was still lingering in your energy field. But then what happened? You had this person that was involved in the situation come back into your life. They may have called you. They may have communicated through a friend or a loved one. You had a conversation with the person and you made peace with it. And so you parted ways again. It wasn't a coming back together. It was a come together momentarily to accomplish this conversation, this healing conversation. Then, as a result, you can move forward. And what are you moving forward to? Some of you are moving forward to Earth Sun, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And I'm hearing, especially if you are a if you are a female-female relationship, there's somebody, and I'm not saying it's only for those, but for those females who deal with females in romance, I feel like if you're a female Libra, there's a female earth sign that's coming into your life, and you're going to take a new beginning with this person. And I feel strongly that it's the Taurus, and I feel like this person is really going to turn their attention to you, and they're really focused on this new beginning. For others of you, this is you holding your focus more onto your own new beginning. And I feel like this Taurus person, when they come into your life, you're going to see this person as a real gift from God. They are the pentacle that is magically suspended in the palm, and you say, oh God, look at what I've been given. And you ready for the 10 of Cups, the romance, and you say, all that self-love I did, it brought in this beautiful, loving person to me. It was so good that I loved myself, that I walked away from all that stuff, that I closed the door on the old relationship. I'm so glad I closed the door on this old relationship. And even if the person you're dealing with is a male, maybe you're a female who deals with males, you know, this person is coming in to treat you as the empress that you are. They treat you as a queen. They treat you very nurturing. The word nurturing keeps coming up. And so that's looking really good. If you've been dealing with an earth sign person, or if you have earth in your chart to where you have somebody coming into your life feeling very very nurturing to you, what I'm hearing for you is lavish in that moment. Allow it to be as it's there. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive that love and energy. And you have 2 Ace of Pentacles here. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles there. So this is literally 2 people coming together. 2 who are in a very matched way coming together. So this is somebody who matches your soul. The soul matches. The body matches. The energy matches. There is a matching happening here that's very beautiful for you, Libra. And then what is this rune I have here? This is Hera. Hera. This is a rune that talks about success, of things coming together. And it even looks very similar with like the 2 of Pentacles. Things coming together in a matched way to create success, okay? So remember that you have success. Letting go of the old things has been beautiful for you. And you received that to do that through your divine inspiration. You didn't have somebody have to tell you, hey, guess what? You need to let go of this. No, nobody was bossing you. Your inspiration bossed you. And that's hey, why don't we try doing this way? And so it's very easy because you're in the flow right now. And when it comes in, it looks like it's matched. Remember that you had success come out in your reading. I see that sometimes when we get what we want, we like freak out and it scares us. Don't get scared. That's just doubt trying to come out again. And we don't need to be scared of our success. It is right and just and fitting that you have a matched situation in your relationship. Excuse me. Okay. So there's a message there for Libra. Next sign we're going to do is Taurus. So where these messages resonate for you, put your comments up. Give the video a thumbs up if there's anything that is said during these messages that is beneficial to you in your romantic love life or just in life in general. We appreciate that because that's how you let me know when I go back and watch these general videos. And remember, I chose the order of these readings based on the watches, the number of views that the videos had. Okay. And, oh, yeah, that was bonus. Hello, Libra. That was bonus. I hope y'all saw that. Okay. So, what are the messages for those with the Sun, Moon, Rising, Northern Node, Venus of Taurus? And make sure you do cross-watch for the other parts of your chart because they will combine to create a collective message for you that's more unique, more of a personal message as opposed to the general that I am reading. Why? Because you take enough generalities that are unique to you, put them together, and guess what? It makes sense. Okay. So Taurus, what is the message for Taurus at this time, listeners God? We have satisfaction. Are you getting satisfaction, Taurus? The bottom of the deck is the word nurturing. Nurturing, bringing in much satisfaction for Taurus at this time. You've been nurturing yourself. You've been nurturing the world around you. As a result, what you give out, you get back. What you give out comes to you. So since you've been nurturing the world around you, Taurus, you find a lot of satisfaction because then the universe around you is nurturing you. You go and you find what you need. And in romance, that means that there's some nurturing going on for you now also. Because of the satisfaction you're finding with your situation. You weren't complaining or griping or worrying about things. And so nurturing is there for you. And you know, so maybe you're single, maybe you find an actual person to become involved with. Whatever is the story, understand that the nurturing is important. Self-nurturing and nurturing of the world around you. So what is the message from this deck for Taurus? Why do I have to pull 2 cards? We have, and we're going to take the first one that came out. We have the Sun. The Sun is the energy for Taurus. And that is about joy and power and confidence and nurturing and healing. The bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords. So where there was some pain through learning new things and pain through the experiences that you had, this is where, you know, there's a breakthrough. But the breakthrough is not always exactly a happy feeling. It's kind of painful because whatever was being broken through was something that you really thought was going to be true. Isn't going to last for a while. So somebody in the past, you know, you went through some heartbreak. You may have been married or you may have been in a relationship. Maybe there was another person that came in. Regardless of whatever brought that relationship to an end, it was a breakthrough, but it was a painful breakthrough. What was the breakthrough that was had? I deserve better than this. I am worthy of more. You were nurturing yourself, yeah? This is no longer satisfying me. And so for some of you, this is not nurturing me. This is not satisfying me, was the breakthrough that came through. And so when you had that breakthrough, you had to let go of something or someone that you actually cared for, that you were actually committed to, that you were actually emotionally vested in. But you see that was the only way you could actually go. You had to break through that. You had to let that go. And so what's happened? Yeah, you had the breakthrough. Yeah, you had that change. But now you're feeling better again because you went ahead and went with having that change and making that breakthrough for yourself. You got the highest joy you can have. The Sun is a blessing. April's going to be looking great for you for romance, Taurus. We start off with the Empress here. Empress energy on the table. There's your Taurus energy right there. Empress. And then it goes to the 4 of Wands. And next we have the 9 of Pentacles. And there's the 5 of Wands right in the middle. Then we have the High Priestess. We have the 10 of Wands. And way back here at the beginning, we have the 8 of Cups. So the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. And this is a new love coming in because there's still a bit of mask. They don't fully see all of who each other is. But look at that. There's a lighter skinned woman with really long, straight, dark hair. And then there's a darker skinned man there. So again, interracial relationships are coming out, and look at the sun shining right here. The sun is shining. Now is the time to begin new relationships. It may be an interracial relationship. What I do know is there was some darkness you had to walk away from. You walked away in the past from something that did not serve you. You put an end to an old way of doing things. And instead of keeping secrets, you began to be more open. And what happened as you opened up with your truth, it caused some conflict. Some people just didn't want to be around your ass no more. But guess what? You said, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Bye. I'm still honoring my truth. This is my truth. I'm not going to speak out any differently. And you say, I'm perfectly content to stand and bathe in the moonlight on my own. And as you did that, what happened? There was somebody else who saw the sun in you, and they came along and they say, I'd like to skip and dance with you and play for a while. Let's do that. And so what happens? You have the Empress here and the love and the nurturing. And I feel like it's reciprocal, totally reciprocal. Where you give it, you get it. Where you get it, you're giving it. It's a mutually satisfying relationship. between two people who are brought together by the universe. Because, why? It's time to heal some of this stuff from the past. And both of you have elements that you can offer to one another that is very healing. And there's enough compatibility and mutuality there to do that. So I do see a new opportunity coming into you again, Taurus. And this seems to be a recurring thing. And I'm going through all these readings one by one. I'm hearing this is a similar thing. Letting go of the past pain, bringing in current joy, bringing in current joy, sticking to your standards, and here is the new love on the table. So this relationship readings is letting us know if we want to bring in these divine partnerships, have these new beginnings, we have to first off let go of the past things that were conflicting, that didn't work for us, be open and stand in your truth, be self-sufficient. These are the things that are working well for you, Taurus. Let's see what is the rune coming out for you. I almost forgot, but I'm glad it was brought to my mind to do a rune for Taurus. Okay. So, the one I got for you is Lagos. Lagos. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but this is a rune of healing, and that's what we're talking about. Healing over the old hurts and pains that you had in the past. The healing coming in also because you chose to self-heal. Now you attracted somebody and y'all can heal together. So congratulations, Taurus. That's looking really fine for you for the time of April 2018. Enjoy that. And put your comments in. Like the video where it resonates, where it makes sense for you. And let me know how that goes. If I can read for you personally, get more details, let me know. The next sign we have up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So what are the messages for Sagittarius? Let's sort of God for April 2018 regarding the romantic love life for Sagittarius. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, not that one, this one. Got it. Relaxing, Sagittarius. Relaxing. The bottom of the deck is focus. So, I feel like you've been so focused. You had that laser fire focus. And with that, it said, just chill for a minute. Hold on, baby. You've been doing too much work. You've been making this harder than it needed to be. Just chill. Just relax. Why don't you go find something fun to do? Find something relaxing to do. Go sit on the beach. Put your feet up. Go and play for a while. Go have a cocktail. Lays in bed for a while. Stop working so hard, because with too much, not to say that you can be too focused. I mean, focus helps things come in clearer, right? But when you focus with so much ferocity, there introduces into the situation a sense of resistance, because it's almost like, oh, if I don't focus so hard, it's not going to work out for me. I have to be really strict about my focus. Now you've taken the universe out of it. You've made it all about you. Well, yes, you're a major contributor in this. You're the major co-creator here, but there's a universe there that plays its role as well. And so you've got to relax and let it flow, because I feel that sometimes, you know, we have to allow for things to come in a way we did not foresee. Okay, we have the card of the devil coming out here, and that is a message about Capricorn for some of you Sagittarius. There is a Capricorn in your life. We have the Knight of Chalices at the bottom of the deck, so that's great in a love reading. For some of you, there is a Capricorn person who is introducing themselves into your life. For others of you, you're in a situation where there is someone that you're looking at who you have a great sexual attraction for. I feel like somebody has been very much keeping to themselves sexually, and you kind of opened up some right now. You've opened up some, and I get the energy. Ooh, I get the energy of a siren. Are you a siren? Are you a siren out there calling these men in, chopping their heads off and cutting them loose? Because I get the energy of a woman who is out there, and she is ferocious. Oh, are you a Sagittarius? I know a Sagittarius lady who can be like that, and she's being shown to me just now. And it's like, you can be out there just killing them if you want, you know. But I feel like more than that, there is this Sagittarius out there who's taking the opportunity to relax a little bit and indulge in the pleasures of life, and that is going to do the dance and enjoy the flirtation and accept the invitation. And so what is happening in the story for Sagittarius, all you Sagittarius, individuals for April 2018. What's the story? Let's start. We start out with the 8 of Cups, and then we have the 7 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, bonus card, with the 3 of Cups, okay? And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Wands, or 10 of Swords, excuse me, and the 4. The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. So somebody really dealing with a karmic relationship that keeps coming back. I feel like you try to walk away from it, but then that person you're dealing with is very persistent, and the more you think about it, you say, okay, let's get back together again, and you try again, and then guess what? There's a third-party situation. Once again, then you conclude, oh, I've got to go. Somebody's having that play out as their main scenario this month of April 2018. For somebody else, this is a situation, a cycle that is coming up that you're really in tune to. Sagittarius, if you want the situation to change, you've got to stop falling for the same game. It's like, you know, in the game of life, I always think of the old Super Mario's video game on Nintendo, because I quit playing video games about then. But you know, it had level 1, 1, 1, 2, and then once you passed all the level 1 levels and you went to level 2. Well, see, the thing is, I really liked, I think it was level 1, 3 or something like that. So I would keep playing the level again and again and again and again. I could pass it and go to the next level if I wanted, because I got so damn good at that same level. But it gave you the option to play the same level again or pass to the next level. That's what's happening in your romantic love life. The Devil card coming out here says, you've mastered this level. Do you want to keep playing it? Do you want to play this level again? You can play the level again if you like. We don't care. It's up to you. You're really good at this level. Have you gotten bored by it yet? Are you ready for the next challenge? And so in that, I feel like somebody's going to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the next challenge. I will conclude that I'm done. I'm going to eclipse out of my life this situation of before with this whole 3-party situation. And I'm going to be accepting of the new opportunity right here. I'm going to go ahead and come together with people who are on this new level that I'm at. And then I will learn how to master this level. I will study this level. I will get into myself. I will study this level, and I will be persistent until I pass that level 2. So I see really 2 stories for Sagittarius. Some of you will choose to continue on the same level, but I see a great many more of you who will choose to say, I'm done with this here level of play, and I'm ready to see a whole new day in regards to my romantic love life. The rune that's coming out for you is Gibbo. This is the marriage rune. This is talking about commitments. Have you continued to run away from commitment? Or have you continued to become involved in things that you knew would never go to commitment? Have you somebody keeps intentionally choosing the relationship that they know will not end in commitment. Are you going to continue that pattern, or are you ready to be in that type of relation? Are you going to continue to choose these karmic partnerships where it's all about lessons to be learned and short-lived? If that's fine for you, you're finding a lot of productivity in that. But at some point, you will find that you've gotten so productive in it, you've got some extra supplies here in your storehouse because you produce so damn much. You need to use it up, and that's when you'll choose that other path and get into a more serious relationship that is going to take you to another level spiritually, okay? So that's what I have for Sagittarius for April 2018. Now, let's see what we have coming out for the next sign. And the next one up is Capricorn. Yay, Capricorn. Let's see. Love Source God. What are the messages for Capricorn for April 2018 regarding their romantic love life? And I just want to thank you, whoever you are that chose to timestamp this, and either email it to me or put it in the comments so I can copy and paste it, put it on Facebook and on YouTube to make it easier for all your brothers and sisters of humanity to find their reading. Activating Capricorn, there's an activation going on for you in romance in April 2018. Your own self-stability is what's bringing it, because you got so stable, you fell so much in love with your life and who you are and how you live and what you do. Guess what you attracted to you? Something being activated. Something being activated based off of the basis of your own stability, your reliance upon yourself, your comfort with who you are, how you live, what you do, has brought in something new for you. Something new being activated for Capricorn during April 2018. Let's see what the Tarot of the Heart's talking about for you, Capricorn. You're an earth sign, and you can do things that others find, oh no, we can't do that. Okay, this is a message for Capricorn. We have the 9 of Chalices. Capricorn, congratulations. You have a wish coming in for you. That is my wish card, like it is for most. I decided, you know, I'm going to continue to believe in what I got and get my wish. The 9 of Swords is there as well as the base. So you have been doing some aligning work to get yourself in this place where you could see your reflection in all of the broken situations and relationships that you had in the past. You saw what was reflected to you. You took the lessons. Excuse me. In taking those lessons, you created an alignment with your wish. A wish coming true for the Capricorn, because you were able to go and see the value in what was broken. You found a way to bless it. You got real stable on where you were, and now you've activated a wish coming true for you. So let's see what the Tarot has to say to go with that. What is the experience for Capricorn viewers for April 2018? Lord Source God, thank you, thank you, thank you for the accuracy, truth, and clarity that we see here. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is a 2 of Pentacles. So somebody out there, Capricorn, watching, you've really been through some challenge. You know, you had some heartbreak, and you had to really like get into yourself, get into finding peace within the situation that you were in, and you got really persistent at saying, you know what? That doesn't work for me. I'm not going there. I'm just going to find my stability in myself. You focused more on work. But because you did that, because you chose to hold the vibration that worked for you and get involved in what was working out for you, which was your job. I feel like a lot of you said, oh, forget it. I'm just going to focus on my job. I'm not even worried about romance right now. You got real stable in that. Guess what happened? You get an opportunity for new love coming in here with this Page of Cups. I feel like it's coming in as a surprise. I feel like you can't see it coming. I feel like this person has been waiting for the prime opportunity, and ta-da, they're going to show you a 10 of Cups opportunity where it's something you attracted. But I also feel like in this situation that's coming in, this activation is going to be your opportunity to engage. And I feel like you're going to cut off a lot of old ideas, because what was your idea was before. Your idea was, the only thing that I'm going to do is worry about my work and my monies and paying my bills and buying the things that I like to have. Well, ta-da, you find this romance. This person comes to you presents itself as a surprise in your life. It may even come through your job. For some of you, you'll be at work. Somebody comes and surprise, surprise, and you get offered a date, and then you never knew that this was finna happen. And so you got to let go of your old ideas of, oh, I'm just going to make life about my job. You ain't got time for all that no more, because now you've found somebody that actually resonates with you. So you're going to get to know this person, spend some time with this person, and you're going to see where this can go. It's going to open you up to the possibilities of accepting more love in your life, to being more receptive, because what's been happening, Capricorn, is I feel like you've been more about, I have to do, I have to do, I have to make it, I have to, instead of resting and letting the universe take care. And so now that the universe is activating that, your self-sufficiency has been good. Don't worry about that. That's great. I'm not saying there's nothing bad about that. What I am saying is it's not all exactly for you to do. Some of it is, yes, you are the cause, because you are the thinker and the feeler of the emotion, and you are the activator of the energy. However, some of the energy that you have activated in your vibe is about the universe putting things together on your behalf. It's allowing God to act on your behalf and bring in things for you. We have for you the rune of Ingus, fertility. This is about fertility, bringing things to fruition is what I'm getting. Bringing to fruition where you don't have to just only because, okay, that's it. It's either love or money vibe. And you say, if I got to choose love or money, I'm taking the money, honey. The love, I'll be fine just loving myself. Well, guess what? That's not the truth. You don't have to only have love or money. You can't have love and money. And that's what you're beginning to see at this time. So that means you got to cut off those old limiting beliefs of it's only one or the other. You can only have love or money. And if you have been cutting off this idea of, oh, you can only have love or money, I want you to give this video a thumbs up and put a little comment on that. And the comment I want you to declare for yourself is, I can have love and money too. Because it's not only your birthright, it is fitting, it is a way of our truth. You can have whatever you believe unless you believe you can't. And so for so long, I feel like you, Capricorn, you have believed that you couldn't have both, and now by that declaration and that activation in your life, you can find that you can have both love and money. It'll work out just fine. You're really aligning with the situation, and you have the energy with the fertility here of Ingus to bring that into your physical experience now. And that's why this person is manifesting. So I don't feel like I don't know if this person is going to go the long haul with you, or if they're just here to make you aware of what you can attract. Yeah, but it's going to be really good for your vibration to see, hey, this is actual a possibility to attract that while you still got the money going on, knowing that you actually can have both love and money. That's an important message for you, Capricorn, okay? All right, we can read more about your personal circumstances and story if you like. You know how to get in touch with me through the website. And let's see what we have going for the next sign up is Gemini. So Gemini, what are the messages for Gemini at this time of April 2018? Regarding their romantic love life situation. Oh, source God. There it is. Gaining. Gemini, gaining. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Northern Node, and Venus. The bottom of the deck is Express. I feel like, Gemini, you've been using the power and the magic of words. You've been using a lot of word magic. You've been calling it out and speaking it out so you can bring it about. And guess what happens? You're gaining that which you've been expressing. You are in the process of receiving and gaining, and I feel like things are picking up momentum in your life, Gemini. I feel like things are in motion, Gemini. So let's see what comes out of the Tarot of the Heart for you, Gemini. Okay, and you have the Ten of Wands. with the bottom of the deck being the Queen of Chalices. Some of you Geminis are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person, or have a strong sense of that in your chart. Now, the Ten of Wands is talking about the end of a cycle of pattern of behavior. In this deck, it says distance and difficult choices, a reunion of lovers, family members, or friends separated by divorce, a voyage to seek new romantic experiences. And that's really more the energy that I'm picking up. It's like you put out your wishing well wish, I feel, because this Queen of Chalices, she's looking down into a well that's got a heart on the side of it, and she's got all these beautiful little butterflies coming off of her and off of the well. And maybe they're fairies, but whatever it is, I feel that, you know, you've put out your wish, you've put out your intention to bring in new romantic experiences. And so now you're in the process of gaining that, and it's picking up momentum. It's like the longer you've held the vibration, the stronger the vibration has grown and is coming to fruition for you, manifesting in your physical reality and experience. So let's see. Here, one more shuffle on the cards. Okay. And these cards are dual-sided, so that's why you see me flipping them around and all that good stuff. Okay, Gemini. What's the messages for Gemini? We start with the Six of Cups. Yep, somebody got a lover coming in from the past. Soulmate relationship on the table. The Ten of Cups. It's a good reunion. It's feeling really good. Ace of Wands. You surprise, you got love in your eyes, a new beginning, coming back together again. And the Seven of Pentacles, waiting. You've been waiting on something there, and you may have been waiting on this King of Pentacles to come into your life. And there is the Six of Wands with the Victory and the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major shift happening. We have the Justice. Okay, justice has happened. Okay, justice has happened. So for somebody, there was a divorce, and for others of you, this was about in the past, I feel like you really felt like things were not fair. Things hadn't been fair, and so you started trying to create more fairness and balance. You brought an end to certain things, and you were very successful in bringing that in. I feel like you really started to focus more on your on creating beauty and wealth in your world and expanding your physical world. So getting to expand your relationships in the sense of meeting new people who resonate with you, finding your tribe, letting your vibe attract your tribe, paying more attention to your business, expanding your pentacles. And you said, I'm just going to wait on the love thing. I ain't even worried about it. I can sit up here and wait. I know that whatever I got coming for me is being grown. I'm not worried about it. I understand that it is not yet harvest time, but when it is, I'm going to have it in my hand. So what I'm worried about. And ta-da, now it's in your hand. And there's a Ten of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, a Ten of Cups and a Six of Cups. They're saying, oh my God, this is a beautiful woman. This is a beautiful man. This is a beautiful way to feel. I feel in love. I feel like this could be the real deal. I'm enjoying the way this interaction is going. And I feel like when you meet this person, it's really going to be a surprise. I don't feel like it's going to be anything you could have foresaw coming. And for some of you, I feel like it's going to involve like a park or a zoo. But a walk, definitely something about walking. You may be walking through some place and somebody, and I feel like for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, this is somebody that you actually either knew, crossed paths with. It's like you bump into somebody that you started to talk to, but something happened and y'all never even knew what happened and why, but you lost contact. Well, now all of a sudden, I feel like for a lot of you, that's reactivated. And we have the rune here coming out of Gebo. This is about marriage. This is about commitment. So can this relationship make progress into marriage? Absolutely. We're reading for the sign of Gemini, but in this reading we have a King of Pentacles here. That is an earth sign person. That's an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo for some of you. And then we also have over here the Queen of Chalices. That's a water sign person. That's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So for some of you Geminis, you're going to be having dealings with either a water sign or earth sign, and there is a possibility on the table that says commitment. has definitely come in. And I feel like this person's going to come into your life at a time when you're really ready to be receptive and welcome their energy in. And it's going to feel really good. It's going to be a shocker. It's going to be a surprise. I'm getting shock and surprise with this new beginning coming in for you, Gemini. This is something that you really didn't foresee coming. But you're ready to have this new romantic experience. You're ready to take the opportunity to take this new beginning in romance for yourself and try something new with somebody that you hadn't before. And I do feel that even if you knew this person before, I don't feel like you actually tried a relationship with this person before. And so now you're ready to let that happen. The next sign I'm going to read now for Cancer. So let's see what's the messages coming in for Cancer, love source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving me these messages with accuracy, truth, and clarity from my brothers and sisters of humanity. Today you're just seeing all sorts of different ways that I shuffle in and pick cards out. Conclusion is there. The bottom of the deck is nurturing, interesting. So Cancer, if you've been in a relationship, I feel like there's a conclusion to that relationship. If you've been single, I feel like there's a conclusion to your single state of being. But there's definitely, with the new endings is new beginnings. So something coming to its end and new things beginning. Why? Because of the nurturing, because of the love. What is nurturing? Nurturing is encouragement. Be encouraged, strengthening, you know, and support. And so I feel like you've been not only receiving that spiritually, but that's the energy that you've been exuding. And so because of your being that energy, oh my God, that's the very reason some of you are ending old relationships, was because you decided to be nurturing to someone and that didn't go so well within your partnership. We have the Death card here saying there's a total transformation going on for you, Cancer. Life as it looks today is not the way it's going to look evermore. It's just not going to be that way no more. And then we have the King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, the transformation may have to do with business. If you're a CEO or owner of a business, that's something that's changing for you. But a lot of you, this is about what you've been doing in life. The course of action you've been taking is undergoing a transformation. The types of relationships you've been seeing in your romantic love life are changing. And for some of you, you have been dealing or are dealing with a fire sign. I do get the energy of like there's a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that you had let go of them, and this new person coming in may even have a strong fire in their chart as well. But the fire energy playing a lot for a lot of you too. I feel that this fire energy is on the table because it's like there's this fire in your gut and you just have to follow it. And you're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with this? It's almost like, where do I go from here? The way life is being experienced by me right now is so different. I have this Death card here, and life is different for me. I've never been through this situation before. I've never been in this place before, and now I've got to nurture myself in this environment, in this situation that is so foreign to me. So let's see what's coming out in your experience with the tarot that I'm using today. We have, as to set it off, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Six of Cups. We have also the Nine of Cups. And then there's the Moon. And the Devil. And we have the Ten of Wands. And finally we have the Knight of Swords. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. So, Cancer. This has to do with you walking away from what didn't serve you so you can be ready, willing, and able to accept what is more appropriate for you, for who you are today, for how you are today. Major winds of change blowing in your life. For somebody, there's a conversation that was just unacceptable, whether in what was said or how it was delivered. There was something unacceptable in conversation coming up, and so that brought you to where, you know what, this is the end. I've now arrived at the end. I'm going to break this old cycle. The devil is facing away from you. So you're going to break the old cycle. And with this new moon coming in, you say, I am ready to be in things in a whole new way and take my wish. And because you said, all that is not part of my wish, I'm going to break away from the old past cycles. I'm going to break away from old addictive patterns. I'm going to allow myself to be receptive of my wish. Guess what you find? You find a soulmate reunion. I feel like this is a soulmate that you didn't necessarily know before. I feel like this is somebody that's kind of been looking out for you, waiting on you, and you didn't even really fully comprehend how much that person had been waiting for you yet. But what is it? It is a offer of love. There is a love offer on the table for you for this time, Cancer. So how are you going to respond to that? I feel that you are going to offer the love. You're going to stay vigilant. You're going to keep looking for more romance. I do feel that you're got a lot of evening activity going on. If you look across these cards, there's a lot of evening activity going on. So I feel like with the old conclusions, you're getting out more in the night, getting out and being available to meet the different ones that are in your life for a purpose and for a reason. And you're also still making time to get to know somebody who is put in your life for a romantic person, to be receptive and giving of the love energy. I do see you giving love energy, and here I see you receiving love energy. Again, from somebody that's not necessarily been in your life before in this capacity. I feel that in doing that, you are concluding that, hey, this was something I actually have been wishing for. I'm loving the romance here. I'm loving the intuitive connection. I'm loving the spiritual connection. I'm loving how this is so different than anything I had in my past. This is a new experience for me, and I really am enjoying that. I see that my old ways, this is nothing to do with my old ways. The old ways are gone. The change has come in from those old patterns. I do feel that you can easily see the difference in your life. Whatever these changes are you've been making in your life, some of you actually moved. Some of you are planning to move. With both of these cards here and this card being here, there's some moving. Others of you, I feel like you're trying to figure out a place to stay. Where am I going to be at? Maybe you're kind of transient right now. And for some of you, this is transient emotionally. You're like, where am I going to invest my emotion? The only thing that you know for sure is you're going to keep self-nurturing. And that the days of accepting these old relationships that were part of that old cycle of abuse and distrust and deceptiveness, that's done, concluded. Done with that, not doing it no more. Let's see what rune comes out for you, Cancer. Okay. And for you as well, I got Gibo. This is a marriage rune. This is about commitment. This is about the opportunity to have higher committed relationships. This is for some of you, you're going to be, whoever this person that you're meeting up in this energy over here, it's going to be somebody that's going to be nurturing you, and you're going to be ready to commit with this person. It's somebody that's going to bring up in you the desire for long-term committed relationships. Again, being a total transformation. I feel like you may have been by yourself for a long time, just focused on your coins. Now life is bringing you to a new stage where there's somebody that you want to actually nurture romantically, and that hasn't felt that way for a long time for some of you Cancers, okay? So hop in and enjoy the waters. Enjoy them while they're there, and you never know how long this might last, but if you enjoy every moment while it's there, the transformation coming in for you is really powerful. It's a beautiful thing, and I feel that you won't regret any moments of it at all, okay? All right, so let's see what's the next sign coming up for the readings. And again, this is not in any particular order that we know. This is about how many views were on the videos for the April 2018 that I released. So the next sign up is Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, let's see what is the messages for Virgo with accuracy, truth, and clarity. Love, source, God, thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to receive and deliver these messages for Virgo regarding their romantic love life for April 2018. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And Virgo, you have the Woman in Meditation coming out. And the bottom of the deck is love is the key. So Virgo, it's time for you to really get into your soul, get into your heart, hear the information pouring from your heart. Allow your heart to be highly active at this time and to guide you through your meditative mind. Unlocking the love, unlocking that key is what's going to help you to pick the direction in front of you, the best one that you can see. And it's important for you to take the time to get into your heart space and silence yourself. Stop talking so much and listen some more, not just to somebody who's standing at your door, but listen to the words that are flowing out from within, because that's where your real healing is going to begin. What is the message from the Heart Tarot for Virgo for April 2018? Lord Source God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you have the King of Wands, Virgo. That's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person. In the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, you're having a new romantic situation come up with a King of Wands, okay? And so the King of Wands is here to say idealism and protection. A married, separated, or divorced man who is attentive to the spiritual and material needs of those he loves. He is mature and a protective lover. He clears the path of all difficulties. So Virgo, I feel like that's what's being called forth from within you. That's how you're being asked to be. Or for you Virgo females, which is again 98% of my audience, that's the type of man you're attracting. Somebody who can be protective. Somebody who can be attentive to your spiritual and material needs. Somebody who will cause a easing of your life, easing of difficulties or challenges in your life. Somebody who comes in and is very solution oriented and willing to contribute to solutions in your life. Somebody who has the means to be of assistance. If you need your yard work done, he says, oh honey, I can come and help you with that out this weekend. Just leave it alone. Don't worry about pulling them weeds. I'll come help you, you know. So that's a nice energy to have, Virgo. Let's see what the love is the key is unlocking within you and the experience that you're going to live and see for April 2018. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And then there's Justice. And the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the King of Cups, I meant to say. The Eight of Swords. The Star. The Five of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like, Virgo, you've really been working hard on being productive in love. You've been trying to either keep this relationship going or be productive in the relationship. For some of you, you're trying to stay focused on working on yourself and maintaining your home and your business and your life and your job and your children or your vehicle, whatever that is, while you know that there's somebody coming in for you and you allow that to be. Now, in the past, for some of you Virgos, there was an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo person that you had turned your back on. And so there was a conflict because this person and you had differences of ways of doing things, differences of opinion, different standards, and different, again, ways of being. And so something happened to bring a healing. Whatever happened, you and that person, you let that go. I don't feel like that person is even in your experience anymore. So some of you walked away from a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo person. You focused more on yourself. You were healing, internal healing, and getting more into your spirituality and focusing on what do I want to do moving forward. You started to have a lot of doubts, and so you said, I can't focus on these doubts. I've got to focus on what is my truth. And so you picked your truth, you stuck to it, and what happened? You gained this level of emotional mastery that attracted to you somebody who is interested in this family situation with you. I feel that somebody is actually going to go and see a judge to do a a court type of marriage. You're going to go sign the documents. You're going to go sign the documents at the courthouse, you know, and you'll be legally married. And then you'll set up a date for a ceremony where your elders and stuff can be there. But there is a new love here for some Virgo. And I feel like in the past, even this Virgo person, you dealt with a Taurus. In the past, this Virgo person dealt with a Taurus, and they held their ground, and they let a healing coming in again. Yeah. And that healing helped you to stop worrying about what other people had to say or think about you. And some of you, the person you're attracting is this water sign. He is a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces person, and this person wants to build a relationship with you. They want to have a family with you. Some of you have already been through this situation, and you're just in this period of reflecting a lot on all the lessons learned and keeping this going, because you're wanting to kick up the fires in your existing relationship some more. You want to spice it back up some more, make it more heated again, make it fresh, bring up all that jazz into your relationship again. Let's see what's the rune coming out for you, Virgo. Okay. The rune I have for Virgo, this one is the rune of Algis. This is about friendship, yeah? So I feel like for some of you, this person that's coming in for you is somebody who you were friends with in the past. It came in to help you in regards to whatever was this battle that concluded with this either Taurus or Earth sign person over here. And some of you, through that friendship, it's over the course of years, it's developing into something more than friendship. There's been building a romantic connection. And actually, if this is your case, this is something that I'm hearing was really guided by the ancestors and the elders who have passed. By all those whom consider you their progeny, who are in spirit. They guided this situation to bring you two together to this place. I am getting some strong water energy, though. I do feel like it's more of a water sign person that's coming into your life. And they're coming in with a pure energy. They're not coming in manipulative. I see them coming in with a pure energy of they want to be that friend in your life. And the romantic energy is a side effect of the friendship energy, which is beautiful. What a beautiful way to start a relationship. So let me know if how that's working out for you, how that's playing in your life, Virgo. I know I don't go too deep into technicalities and details in these generals, but when the overall message relates, you know, we can always pull for you specifically in your own personal reading, okay? All right, so let's see what sign is coming out next for the reading. All right, so next up we have Leo. Leo, it's your turn for your general love and romance reading for April 2018. Let's see, what is the messages for Leo? Love source card, thank you, thank you, thank you. Leo for April 2018 in love and romance. What is the message? Protection. The bottom of the deck is denial. So whatever is being denied you, Leo, understand that it is for your protection. If you thought you were going to start some relationship, if you thought that you were going to not be single, or if you thought you were going to get out of a relationship, whatever is that situation that you haven't been able to change by force, please understand that you haven't been able to change it, because where you're at is a protected position. And so in that protected position, you're being held there because there's something better that's coming around for you that you can't necessarily see. So some of the actions that you're trying to take will jeopardize that big blessing that the universe is working out on your behalf. So that's why you're being left in the position you're in, because, you know, where you're at is actually a perfect place. And I feel like for some of you, there's an ex. Wow, I just heard that for somebody there is an ex-lover and you actually need to get a protective order against that person. If that's your case, it's very specific and it's just you. And again, the hangman coming out here. So whatever you haven't been able to move on from, there was a breakthrough and it was a painful breakthrough. And in time you'll understand it. But the hangman talks about sacrifices and waiting, patiently waiting for the return of a loved one, promises kept after a long time, a person ready to sacrifice him or herself for the sake of children, a partner, the parents, or other person close by, and unrequited love. So some of you are in a position of protection from an ex where there was unrequited love, and where you had to sacrifice a whole lot, and you knew that you needed to let this go, but for some reason it's still pulling on your heartstrings, and it's still showing up in your reading now in April of 2018. So if you keep trying to get back to see somebody, and that's not working out for you, Leo, understand that it's for your highest and lightest and brightest good. So more than trying to change your circumstances in regards to love and romance, why don't you try to find the blessing in where you stand in regards to love and romance, is what I'm hearing. Find the perspective that makes it okay where you're at. So let's see what we have coming out for you. We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have the Seven of Swords, a secret. We have the Eight of Pentacles, karma, karmic relationships, the Judgment, major decisions, legal judgments, and a second chance. Then we have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So Leo, what is going on with Leo? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So Leo, what is going on for some of you is, you know, you keep having these reunions with people from your past. I feel like in the past there was somebody who came into your life. They were very charming, but in the end it turned out that they're kind of a brute and you're a real beauty. So there was a real beauty and beast relationship, and it's kind of stuck on your mind because I feel like in the end you feel like the brute won. They came, they got what they wanted, and they left. And you went through the rebirth of having to deal with this situation again. You had to make some important decisions, and you decided, I'm going to get back to minding my own business and end this karmic situation. Now, that person may be spying on you. They may be secretly watching you while you're at work. You don't know. If you work nights, you may have this person is checking you out, looking after you. And I said that there was somebody out there who needs to get a protective order against one of their exes. If you have an ex who's prone to stalking or who has been violent towards you in the past, if you suffered some domestic violence in the past with a lover who has been making you feel like you're physically in danger, it would be a good idea for you to go get a protective order, please. And if there is a friend or somewhere else you can go where you know you are not being followed, I'm hearing don't take the direct route. Go in the opposite direction. Make a few crazy turns and go find a deserted road, travel down to make sure you're not being followed before you go in the direction of where you need to be going. I'm also hearing that it's a good time for you, if you're out at night at all by yourself, you want to be very aware of your surroundings. Be very aware of your surroundings and who might be following you. I feel like for some of you, Leo, there's a strong energy of a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo male who is watching or paying attention to you. I don't feel like it's bad for all of you, okay? That story I mentioned about a protective order, I don't feel that applies to many of you. If it applied to you, you knew it as soon as I said it. And this is already something that was building because you know this person's character already. I do feel like for some of you, you have a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo man coming into your life in the future. They're not ready right now. That's why they're not approaching you right now. That's why they're kind of secretly, this is a spying, a secret like a social eavesdropping on your social networking, where they're just kind of just checking you out, seeing, making sure you're still single, making sure you haven't posted that you're in a relationship yet. And I feel like this is a relationship that's going to unfold for you in the future. I feel like when this relationship finally unfolds for you, you might get surprised with roses at work. You might get surprised when you're at work, you get an invitation for somebody you work with maybe. And I do feel for some of you, this is somebody that you actually thought that you were going to be in a long-term commitment with in the past, and that didn't work out. And I feel like this person is going to surprisingly come back into your life. They will have learned a lot of things, and I do feel like this is something that's unfolding in the future. So for some of you Leos, you've gotten tired of being single and you really want to get together with somebody, but you're just focusing. And this is beautiful, the most beautiful part of all of this, okay, Leo? You're focusing on the celebration in your life. You're focusing on the joy. You're focusing on those who resonate with you. Keep doing that. That's working out magic for you. And it's bringing into your experience all that which you need and require in your experience. And the stuff that is not necessary is being left out. And so that's really, really good. I feel like, you are appreciating the moment for that moment, what it is. It's like, as long as you're here, I'm going to enjoy you while you're here. And for some of you, you've had some heartbreak, and I feel like, you know, you're in a committed relationship, but it's being held off for a reason, because there's still some things that have to happen within your partner's life, the person, your ideal person that you're calling in. There's still some circumstances that need to be, either some realizations that need to happen, some awareness that needs to be created, or some dealings on with other people and circumstances in their life that have to be finalized before they'll be ready to come on and deal with you and deliver that which you deserve. So continue to be in this position of changing the perspective and learning the lessons from the past heartbreaks and the breakthroughs that you've had, and not trying to go digging into the exes or the past, but where it comes up, choosing the celebration, choosing to reflect on knowing that where you're at is perfect and you're protected where you're at. And even if this seems like the situation is not changing, remember that you're not the only one who is involved in it, and there are other elements that have to come into readiness for you. And when the time is right, notice how right in the center is a judgment. The opportunity is coming back around for you to have that which you really wanted, that which is that long-term loving relationship. I do feel like there's a relationship for a couple person, and if you're a Leo who's in a coupling with an earth sign person, I feel like you're going to find out something from a job has happened with your partner. You may find out some surprises about their job, and you may have some questions about how your future is going to go. But I'm hearing your partner's been through the ringer. Everything is going to be fine. It's a time not to begin to doubt, but it's a time to really be showing your partner that you know that they're always blessed and safe and protected through all this, and that you both are, through the joining that you have together, the coupling that you are both blessed and safe and protected, and that you really have faith in that, and not to let the worries take over. So Leo, that's your general romantic message. The next sign we're going to do is for Pisces. So let's see what's going on for love and romance for Pisces for April 2018. Again, thank you for whoever chose to do the time stamping. We'll be so grateful that you give us the time stamping so I can upload them for everybody. Pisces. And before I do this, I better blow my nose again. Okay. So I had an opportunity yesterday to go meet a bunch of politicians and local decision makers and all that stuff, and I was like, I ain't going nowhere. My nose. And I hate that I'm constantly blowing my nose while I'm doing videos, but guys, I want to get the videos done, and oh well, that's just how it goes. And I'm not finna slurp these things back. That's disgusting. Okay, Pisces. Thank you, love source God, for allowing me to receive and deliver the messages with accuracy, truth, and clarity for all the Pisces viewers regarding their love and romance situation. What is the experience for them for April 2018, love source God? Thank you. All right, so Pisces. Empowering with the bottom of the deck, compromise. Pisces. Somewhere you had compromised on a situation, and I feel like wherever you compromised in the past, you're going to take back some of that compromising, and you're just going to begin to empower yourself. I feel like that compromise didn't work out so well for you, and so you're going to begin to empower yourself. What did you compromise? I feel like what you compromised was your self-power. Now, for others of you, you've been kind of, why does the word brutish come up? Have you been brutish? Not prudish, brutish. Like bruto, or like brutal on your lovers lately. What is coming up with that? We have the Ace of Cups coming up. Yeah, you may have been brutal, but now you're getting softened with the new love, and the Two of Cups saying there is a soulmate lover on the table for you. Somebody who matches your soul, who you want to share your cup with, who wants to give you their cup too. There's somebody who loves you, somebody who you love. There's these two people who've been guided together from the energy of love, source, God, spirit. Compromise who you are, because this person really likes you, how you are and who you are. They ain't trying to change nothing about you. They're happy that they get to be a part of your experience, and you feel the same about them. I feel like for some of you, it's another water sign person. So Pisces, you may be seeing a Scorpio or a Cancer. And if that's the truth, I feel like you two together are going to really empower one another. You with that water energy that you bear, okay, through love energy. So the cards coming out for you are the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Hermit, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So now you've got two cards of the Two of Cups on the table. You have a lot of Cups energy, and you have the Four of Pentacles at the base. So for some of you, you've been closed off to yourself. You have been closed off to yourself, and you're going to take a chance to open up, because you met somebody that, again, it vibes with you, and it's a water sign person, another water sign person, another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your life that comes into your life very quickly, and you say, I think we're journeying the same way. And so the more you think about it and you realize this person is a soulmate from yours, and you make peace with the idea, so you're able to empower one another because you're on the same journey. You can walk together. When one of you gets tired, you can help each other keep going to the next phase, to the next place, to the next level in your journey, to continue forward, to continue growing, and to continue expanding your experience, and to continue expanding who you are and how you are. And I feel like with the daggers, this is home, and with this card, this is home. So I feel like for some of you, you're actually going to move in with somebody. I feel like some of you, you've been talking to this person for a while, Pisces, and you're like, you know what, why don't we just share a home already? And that's going to be the big deal for you during this time of April. I feel like some of you, by the time that the sign of Aries plays itself out, I feel like if not during actual April, then before Aries time, yeah. Oh, okay. So before the end of April, by the last third of April, whenever the sun goes into Taurus, around the 20-something, I feel like somebody is really, you're going to move in. You're going to share a home. Why? Because you guys keep seeing each other all the time. What's the point of traveling to see each other when we can just chill and be together when we get home? Why do we keep having to pack bags and go from here to there and here to there and there to here? when we can just be together. And I feel like making this compromise as far as your own personal space is not going to feel bad for you. You're going to be happy to compromise having your personal space, because together there's going to be a greater sense of power as you combine your finances and your romances and your time to empower one another. Because before, you each had your own bills, you had your own everything to do. Now you're going to share that. So now your expenses are half. The travel is like not a big deal because you're both traveling to and from the same place. And it's like, it's just logical and it makes sense, and it's going to empower your relationship. And this is definitely a soulmate. This is somebody who you learn well with, who you mesh well with, and any little differences that you have, you're both able to talk it through and compromise. If you already been dating this person, I feel like it's time to move in, and you guys are going to make that decision. I feel like something's going to come up with the surprise. It's like, oh, my roommate said they're not going to renew the lease. Now I got to figure out where to go. Or my landlord said they're selling the house. Now I got to find someplace else to go. Well, that's going to work out well for you, because now you're going to bring that love home. Yeah? That's looking really exciting for you, Pisces. So congratulations on that. Let's see what's going on with the next sign up is going to be, and the last one. We made it to the end. This is the 12th one, Aries. Funny enough, we did Aries first because we're in Aries season, and now Aries, because you had the lowest number of views for the monthly, you're the last one to wait for your romance reading. So, Aries, what is going on for Aries? The sun is in Aries right now. So let's see what's going on for Aries regarding their love and romance for April 2018. What is the messages for the sign of Aries regarding love and romance for April 2018? Love, service, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Aries, you have expect. Bottom of the deck is uncertain. So, Aries, I feel like you've had just some real lack of clarity about what's coming in, but I feel like all that uncertainty brought you to this place where you start to question yourself, well, what do I want in romance? I feel like there's an Aries who's been involved in a romantic relationship, and it's like, oh my God, I never know what to expect from this person I'm with. And you're starting to say, why don't I? Because this is what I keep getting. And you're starting to say, I should know what to expect by now. This person doesn't change very much. They continue to show me the same thing. It's just, they always kind of throw me off and surprise me with when I get what I'm used to seeing from them. And I feel like this person is a bit of a challenge that I'm talking about. Yeah, Aries? A bit of a challenge. Let's see what else we got coming out for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles coming out, Aries. And then we have at the bottom of the deck the Knave of Wands. So I feel like for some Aries, there's a guy that you've been dealing with, girl, and you don't know when you're going to hear from this person, but when he comes around, it's great. And when you don't hear from him, you don't even know what to expect. It's almost like this person comes and goes, and it's like when they're gone, they're gone. When they're there, they're there. Wow. So, I feel like you're starting to know what to expect from this person. Where before you didn't know what to expect, now you're starting to know what to expect from this person. I feel like they're kind of immature, and I feel like they're still doing, even if their age is older, I feel like they're still doing younger things. So I feel like this is a person who's still caught up in education, who's still going to college or building and establishing a career, or they made a career change, so they're in a new place in their career, and that affects the time and energy that they're able to give to you. But here's what's happened with that Ace of Pentacles. What you didn't know was they're coming to a new phase where some of that stuff is wrapping itself up, so they're not going to be as iffy or wishy-washy as they had been. So the Ace of Pentacles says meetings, relationships, great potential in love, the family and secret relationships, gratifying confidential encounters, expressing your eros with your loved ones. So somebody is going to begin to get a lot more of this affection with this person. You're going to start seeing them more. You still aren't necessarily knowing exactly what to expect from them. They kind of always offer you some bit of surprise, but I do feel like It's kind of more undercover, a little bit more under wraps with this person. You have the Knight of Wands coming out again. So now you have two of them. You have the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Cups. I feel like there's somebody here who's dealing with this person and you don't know what to expect, and you know they got this work or school thing going on, but what you didn't know is this person actually is married, and you're about to find out. And when they come back around, I feel like you're going to kind of keep it to yourself and play, and you're going to surprise them, and you're going to be like, guess what? I found out what you've been keeping secret. Not only are you a student, I know you're a student, but guess what else came to me? Your wife came to me. And you're going to drop a bomb on them that they didn't even know what to expect. Yeah, buddy. But they should have. And I feel like you're going to be like, oh, you the one that's here and gone? Guess what? Now it's time for me to let you know that I'm gone. I've been patient with you, and I've expected the best from you, and I've loved you unconditionally because I knew you were doing all this stuff, and I've been waiting on you, but I'm not waiting on you no more, and I'm not dealing with you no more, because you've been entertaining two of us the whole time. You act like there ain't somebody else standing behind you, and you have somebody there. If it's not a wife, it's a long-term committed relationship. For somebody, the person we're talking about is a Taurus or a fire sign that has been keeping this going. And I do feel like where you were waiting, you decided, you know what, I love myself too much to be sitting up here dealing with this person. And I really feel like you had the highest, lightest, and brightest divine intentions with this relationship. And you really thought this was going to lend itself to a long-term relationship, but you find out that this person has already been married, and now they actually are letting you know, or either they didn't let you know, but you found out. Oh, and some of you were married to this person, and oh God, oh really? Somebody was married to this person, and they actually had a girlfriend out there, and that you were the wife, and they came to you and they were like, guess what? I'm pregnant, yeah. So there's that energy going on there where there's a three-party situation, and you're just like, I'm going to hold on for a minute, but I'm going to take action. So what I'm picking up on here is some real Medea-ish type stuff where you found out what came up, that there's somebody else and got pregnant from your man, but you're like, hold on a minute. It's advantageous for you to just hold on a minute, take your time. You're not necessarily sure what you're going to do, but you know that what you need to do is allow time for the inspiration to come in. And when you take your action, I feel like it's going to be so inspired, and you're going to be like, I got myself set up this way, that way, and the other way, so you can come out in an advantageous position. Because I feel like if you're married to somebody and you find out that they cheated on you and they had a baby with somebody else, you're not going to keep that going. Who are you? You know what? Condolences to that, but congratulations, because now you are going to be set free from this situation. For some of you, you're the married person and you're going out there, and guess what? At some point here, you're going to decide, I can't keep this going. I have to divulge this information because it's too close to getting caught. I don't want to get caught. I'd rather tell them first before it comes out, and that is a wise decision. Let it be known before you come out being discovered. You don't want to be discovered. You want to put it out there. If you've been dating more than one person, Aries, it's time to put all the cards on the table. Whoever is this married person is, don't know that there's a baby somewhere else and another woman somewhere else. And the information is getting ready to be divulged. And you don't know how that's coming out. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You didn't really do it. I mean, other than the fact that it was going on. But somebody's going to open up their mouth and say something about this. Is there any other message that I have here for Aries? Because that's a pretty, whoo-wee. I mean, I just keep seeing this eagle flying over here. And it's like, I got this secret that came out. I got the secret coming out. Yep, this is the Ingus rune, the rune of fertility. Somebody's going to find out that their partner has a child with somebody else. Somebody may have even married somebody not knowing that your partner already had a child with somebody else. And now that that comes up, it's like, oh God, what are we supposed to do now? And oh my God, now I'm just getting like, you didn't know that your husband was paying child support for some other kid that he has somewhere out there. Somebody is in that situation. Whatever is going on, just remember, Aries, you got what it takes to get through this situation. Whatever's falling apart is falling apart for your own good. And if you could do yourself a favor, remind yourself that all this is working out for your benefit. Whatever was done in the dark comes to light to benefit you. And whatever, there is no loss in the divine mind. So your husband is not lost, or whatever is, your love is not lost. It's just not with that person no more. So if something is taken out of your life, if you need to let something go, Aries, be brave, move forward. Don't let that bring you down, because you will be rewarded. Just keep, you have to celebrate. Well, guess what? Reasons to celebrate. Oh, I found out all this information came to me. Now it's time to celebrate, because it wasn't me that compromised. And what I didn't know, I feel like if this reading is really resonating to you, I feel like it's kind of been a doubt in your mind, and now you know there's no more questions. So celebrate, Aries. And that sounds kind of backwards. This is the end of our general love and romance readings that I'm doing for April 2018. And so let me just, I want to pull one more card as a card of encouragement for us moving on, and I'm going to use this here, Words of Clarity deck. So Luster Sky, what can encourage us all 12 signs moving forward in regards to love and romance? Where can we take our mind to be encouraged of our divine nature in whatever circumstances come our way in romantic love this time? Love Source God, what is that message for me to deliver here? It says just listen to your intuition from within, that everything is putting you in position for a win. Did you hear it? Listen to the intuitive voice coming from within, because everything is positioning for you to take away the win, okay? That's your encouragement. Stay encouraged. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, and my website has more information for all the value and services that I have to offer you at LPHtarot.com. That's LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.